The stay command opens up a world of possibilities for you and your dog because it helps you keep your dog safe. You will inevitably encounter situations where your dog must remain in place or has to exercise impulse control at the sight of a trigger. For example, when you open the main door of the house, or when you have a bowl of food in your hand, or when you have guests over, when you're crossing the road, or even just to instantly calm your dog down when your dog is experiencing a burst of overexcitement or hyper energy. These are the times when stay is going to come to your rescue. When your dog has no idea how to stay or wait at the sight of an exciting trigger, you are going to experience behavioral problems like overexcitement, jumping, barking, or even life-threatening situations like bolting out of the main door out on the street. Investing time in teaching your dog a little bit of patience in such excitement can really help you raise a calm and a well-behaved dog that you're going to be proud of. You can say that your dog knows how to stay when your dog can pass the test of 3 Ds: duration, distraction, and distance, in that order. And this is true not just in case of the stay cue, but in case of any kind of obedience training you're going to be doing with your dog. In this video, we're going to be talking about teaching our dogs how to stay and perfecting the first 2 Ds, that's duration and distraction. Part 2 of this video will talk about adding distance to the stay cue. I'm going to help you teach your dog a flawless stay through this step-by-step tutorial. Step number 1. Have your dog on a 6 feet or a 4 feet leash and have some low to medium value treats in your training pouch. Step number 2. Ask your dog to sit and introduce the visual cue of the word stay. Okay. Step number 3. Hold it for 2 to 3 seconds and reward your dog with a low value treat and then release. Now, have a clear term for release like okay or okay done or free. Your stay command means nothing without a release cue. Think about it. If you're asking your dog to stay and he breaks a stay at the sight of the next thing that moves, is he really learning to stay? Repeat steps 1, 2, and 3 at least 4 to 5 times and increase the duration by 1 second with every repetition. Introduce the verbal cue stay and say it while your dog is staying, not before, not after. When you do this repeatedly, your dog eventually learns that stay means staying in a particular spot. That's how your dog's mind creates that association. Increase the duration by a couple of seconds with every repetition. Step number 5. Once your dog gets in the zone of staying for at least 15 to 20 seconds, it's time to add distractions. This is when you switch the low value treats in your pouch to medium value treats. Start with a toy that does not really matter to your dog as much or he's not really interested in, and start by throwing that around as the first distraction. Sit, stay, good, stay, stay, good. Before we move on to step number 6, let's talk about corrections. It's your dog's natural impulse to move at the sight of the first distraction that he sees. How you handle this is going to decide how well he's going to be able to stay in future at the sight of another distraction or an excitement. So here's the most important thing about corrections. Keep it quick. Coco, stay. Sit. Good boy. Stay. No. Sit. Stay. Good. Stay. Stay. Good. You have exactly 2 seconds to make a correction. Yep, you heard that right. 2 seconds. If you're not correcting in these 2 seconds, your dog has kind of lost the moment and he has gotten away with disobedience. So when you're adding distractions while you're practicing stay with your dog, hold your dog's leash close to you. Not tight, close. This will help you make a correction instantly when your dog tries to get up to go towards the distraction. Good job. Hey, sit, stay. Good. Once your dog crosses the threshold of a few low-level distractions, it's time to combine the first 2 Ds. That's duration and distractions. While you're standing close to your dog with a few toys in your hand, set a timer for 25 seconds. Once the stay begins, start by throwing 1 toy at a time. If your dog manages to hold his stay with every toy that you throw, you have to reward and praise him every single time. Trust me, this reinforcement is going to go a long way and will ensure that your dog is learning a flawless and a very reliable stay in midst of any excitement or any distraction. Sit. Stay. Good boy. Okay, can we start out with distractions? Stay. Good. Stay. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. There you go. Good boy. Too close. But good one. Stay. Okay. That's his weakness. Stay.
Good boy. No. Sit. Good job. Good boy. Interesting. No. Come on. Sit. Stay.
Good boy. Good impulse control. Good job. A few things to remember while teaching your dog to stay. Number 1, move at your dog's pace. Do not rush into it. Staying at the site of an exciting trigger is not your dog's natural instinct. It's something we teach our dogs so that we can communicate better with them in any given situation. So the least we can do is make it at a pace that our dogs are comfortable with. Number 2, training has to be enjoyable for both you and your dog. So keep the training sessions short and keep giving your dogs frequent breaks. Number 3, do not add distance before distractions. If you start walking away from a dog that has no idea how to ignore distractions while in a stay, he's going to break the cue at the sight of the first distraction, and you're going to have to come running from wherever you are. Which means your corrections are not going to be quick, and this will delay the entire training process. Plus, for a dog, you walking away is also a huge distraction. So set him up for success by taking the 3 Ds in order. So that's it for today, you guys. That was part 1 of how to teach your dog a reliable stay. Stay tuned for part 2. It's going to be up next Friday. What's your dog's biggest distraction while practicing stay? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can learn how to raise your pup like an absolute boss. Click the description below for more videos, and don't forget to say hi on Instagram and Facebook. Bye for now. Stay awesome and keep training. Can you stop sleeping all the time? Just stop. I'm talking to her, by the way. Peach. Peach. Peachy. Peachy. Peachy.